Tracy. Good morning. Hi, Mr. Dwayne. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Vipul.
Mr. Dwayne, did you start the worksheet which I gave yesterday?
Yeah, I started it, but had to ask Miss Tiffany, Miss Fantasia, because I got confused when you were getting the answers.
Okay. So, is your problem solved now? Are you getting it? Or if do you need anything else?
Uh, I'll call you and stuff and get a little help on it, but I kind of figured out some of it, but some of it was kind of hard to
Yeah.
work out. Kind of show my
It's
work
fine.
was kind of hard. So I
It's
got,
fine. I understand they are supposed to be hard. So we can work on them after the class, or we can work on them tomorrow. I have tutoring sessions tomorrow, so you can just take one slot, and we can work on those problems tomorrow as well.
yeah, because I did 1 through 5. Because on number 1 on your worksheet with the word problems,
Okay.
what is the percentage of 126 equals 22? I was coming up with 7.1746, and I forgot
Hmm.
on percentages, you instead of moving them 2 spots to the left, you move them 2 spots to the right.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was getting rounded up to the nearest tens.
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
where I was having my confusion at.
Yeah. I get you. It's fine. Yeah. It seems like it's okay. So we'll do it. We'll do it together. So after probably solving three or four problems, you will be able to solve all of it, almost all of it. So
Yeah,
let's see. We'll
I'm working on it.
no, no problem. Yeah. So and we will see some more word problems today and some bigger ones. So let's see how we deal with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Dawn. Good morning. Miss Dawn, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. V.
Yeah. So, did you start solving the worksheets?
Yes.
Are you getting along good with the word problem of percentages?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
because Miss Fantasia, she puts me on Khan Academy, so I do the worksheets with everything else.
Okay, that's good.
Because I learned better off of a computer.
Yeah, I understand it. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for some more time for people to join. Until then, if you have any problems or you want to solve any question, you can let me know and we can solve it together.
Okay, Mr. V, you rock.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. You rock too, Miss Dawn.
Thank you, Mr. V.
Okay, but yeah, I think we are doing good considerably, because of all the online problems. But still, I think we are doing good. Yeah.
I think most of the people they have problems online because they're not used to doing a computer. But see, me, I trained myself how to work on computer, so I'm
Woohoo!
pretty efficient.
That's good.
Yeah, so I'm pretty efficient on computers.
That's good. Okay, so it's 10:50 and many of people still have
Ain't
not.
nobody else coming?
Sorry?
Nobody else is coming?
Yeah, it's me, you, and Mr. Dwayne.
I'm
Okay.
here too, Miss Dawn.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just start with the word problems. So word problems are major part of the questions. So it's not just about fractions, decimals, and proportions. I can hear my voice back. Okay, so it's good now. Yeah. So it's not just about proportions. It's not just about fractions, decimals. It's the word problems are everywhere, and once you are good with solving one type of word problem, you will be able to deal with almost all type of word problems as long as just you know the concept. So what we will see here is we'll look at different word problems. But before looking at word problems, first we have to, I know Miss Fantasia already taught you this, but I'm just revising those concepts of solving a single step equations. Suppose you have an equation like this: 2x equal to 6. How you solve this equation? So one method is the always what our goal is to make this x alone. This x should be alone. This x is what we have to find. And in order to make this alone, we see that a 2 is multiplied here, right? So what we do is we divide the whole thing by 2 and divide this by 2 as well. So this will result in x equal to 6 over 2 is 3. I hope all of you understand this one, right? So let's see what goes on into.
I didn't understand that at all.
Okay, you don't. I thought you already. I thought you already did this in the class. Okay. So what we do here is, suppose I have an equation, a simple equation like this one. Let's see. X plus 2 equal to 3. So what our goal is to make this x alone, right? And in order to solve our equation, you know what are the operations. Whenever we have to do opposite, whenever we find a plus, a added thing with x, what we do is the inverse operation is Hello, Mr. Raymond. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Great. So today we are solving word problems, and before word problems, we are seeing how to solve one-step equations. So I'm just revising the one-step equations. Whenever we find a addition symbol, what we do is we place a subtraction. We use subtraction. And whenever we find a subtraction symbol, what we do is we add. And vice versa. Yes, Miss Duan, the answer is 1. So whenever we find a multiplication, what we do is we divide. Whenever we find a division, what we do is multiplication. And what is the order of this? The order of this is PEDMAS. You all are familiar with PEDMAS. So PEDMAS means parenthesis, exponents. So first, if there is a parenthesis, we solve parenthesis. Then if there is an exponent, we solve exponent. Then we deal with division. Then we deal with multiplication. Then we deal with addition. And at last, we deal with subtraction. So I'll give you all one simple one-step equation. Please solve this for me. So everyone please solve this one for me and write the answer in chat so that I'll know that if you understand one step or two step equations. Okay, I have got some answers. Mr. Dwayne said this is 2.
I changed my answer for.
Okay, you change your answer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, Miss Dawn at 6. Mr. Dwayne Rod. Okay. So, Mr. Raymond, I am still waiting for your answer.
Mr. Raymond, if you go to the chat box, it's like a little message, and you can type your answer there.
You can also unmute your mic, and if you're not able to find the chat box, you can unmute your mics and just say it if you got your answer already. Okay,
This is
n equal to
what
2. Yeah.
I use with that 2n. I don't know if I'm multiplying it or I'm leave it as it is. That's why I changed my
Yeah,
answer.
it's fine. So it's okay. Let if you're not confident about your answer, it's fine to change it. So let's see how we do it. So first, what you have to do, always solving in an equation, the first step is using PEDMAS. Okay, we have to. The goal is to make the n alone. How we do this? First, we solve it by PEDMAS. So, is there any parenthesis? No. Is there any exponents in the equation? No. Are there any divisions? No. Is there any multiplication? Yes. I see, Mr. Raymond, you got to mute your mic because there is some disturbances. Thank you. Okay. So, and if we find m, yes, there is a multiplication, right? 2 and n. But as you all know, Miss Fantasia must have told you what we do in the equation solving is when we apply PEDMAS in solving of equation, but when we try to make this n alone, everything is opposite. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, and everything goes opposite. So the PEDMAS is also reversed. So the PEDMAS is now something like, I don't know, it's SEMDEP. Okay, not a very good name, but it goes inverse. Okay, it's it con it is always reversed. Now we look for, so I'm just erasing this so that you don't get confused. So always the first step is to inverse the PEDMAS, and look, everything is inversed in solving the equation. So first we look for subtraction. There is a subtraction, right? And what happens to subtraction? We add for subtraction. So in order to solve the subtraction, 2n minus 1, so what we do is we add the 1, both the sides. So this equation will become 2n equal to 4. Is everything clear till now? Do you have any doubts till now? If yes, you can tell me. Okay.
So you're saying that 2n equals 4?
Yeah. Why? Because first I used SAMDEP. I found the subtraction, and because I found the subtraction, what I did is inverse of the subtraction. So inverse of subtraction is addition. So 2n minus 1. So I added, so there was subtracted 1. So I inversed it and added 1. So there is something in the chat. The answer is 8. Yes, Miss Dawn, let's get to the answer. So what you have to do, now I have 2n plus 4. Now there is no subtraction anymore. There is no addition anymore. So there is multiplication, right? 2 is multiplied with n. So what we do for multiplication? We divide. Because n is multiplied by 2, I divide it by 2. And I divide it in both the sides. So what I get is n is equal to 2. I hope everyone got this one. So
It was a little confusing, but I see what you did.
Yeah, so it's okay. So what the main method is, I'll go over it again. What we try to do here is first we have an equation, then we inverse the PEDMAS as SAMDEP. Now there I find a subtraction. So what I do is I move the subtraction. So I move the subtraction to the addition, because the opposite of subtraction is addition. So I add 1 on both the sides. Then what I find is 2n equal to 4. Now because 2 is multiplied, what I have to do is inverse of multiplication. What is inverse of multiplication? Division. So 2n divided by 2, 4 divided by 2, and hence I got n equal to 2. Now let's solve another equation. Everyone solve this equation. X over 2 minus 1 is equal to 5. Okay, let's make this plus 1.
I don't
Okay.
see the problem.
Okay, you can't see the problem. So it's if you go down to the if you go down to the word problems, you will see the problem. Are you able to see this now, Miss Dawn?
No,
Okay, so can you pinch? Are you using your
I keep
computer or your
jumping.
phone?
I
my
keep
phone.
jumping.
Okay, so if you pinch out what we did in the earlier class, if you pinch out and then find the problem, so I'll make a yellow box around it, so I think it will be easier for you to see the problem.
Okay.
If you pinch out, can you see other things? What are you able to see now?
Yeah, I see everything we was working on before.
Okay, so if you go little down to that,
Okay, I
you'll
got it.
find.
I got it.
Thank you. So everyone, please try to solve this. I'll help you with what you have to do. So first use inverse of PEDMAS. Okay. So this something as SAMDAP. I don't know. Okay. So the problem is, yes, Miss Tracy got the problem for you all. Okay, so Mr. Dwayne, you got the answer to be 6. Okay.
Can I ask a quick question, Mr. Vipul?
Sorry?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure. Please go on.
I'm wondering how Miss Dunn got 8. Miss Dunn, can you explain how you got 8?
Okay, Miss Dawn got 8. Oh, she got 8 for the earlier answer, I think. Earlier question.
Sorry about that.
That was for the earlier answer. And I multiplied 2 times 4.
Yeah, so it's fine. So let's focus on this problem. X over 2 plus 1 is equal to 5. Okay, so So I'm waiting for everyone's answer. Mr. Raymond, Mr. Raymond, if you
I
can
see
hear
Miss
me,
I see Miss
yes.
Dawn got disconnected.
Yeah, Miss Dawn got disconnected. I saw that, but Mr. Raymond, if you can hear me, you can unmute your mic and you can, say it on the main screen as well.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so let me go again for you all. You can
Yes,
mute your
I'm
mic.
on. I'm on. Can you hear me?
Sorry, Mr. Blaine.
Yeah, I hear you,
Can you
but
hear me?
I can't. It's very hard because Mr. Raymond's got his mic on.
Yeah, so Mr. Raymond and Miss Dawn, can you both? Yeah, Miss Dawn, can you mute your mic as well? Okay, thank you. Okay, so the problem we have is x over 2 plus 1. So let's solve with inverse of PEDMAS, that is something called SAM-DAPE or something. Okay, so do we find any subtraction? Okay, we don't have any subtraction. Do we have any addition in the equation? So yes, we have a addition in the equation, which is plus 1. So whenever we find the operation, this addition operation, what we do is complete inverse of it. So x by 2 is a quantity on its own. So we'll write x by 2 as it is, x over 2. And for plus 1, what we do is reverse of addition. So reverse of addition is subtraction. So as 1 is added, what we do is we subtract 1. And we do this both the sides. And always remember why we are doing this, because we want to eliminate this 1. We want to make this plus 1 disappear, and because I subtracted minus 1, this plus 1 will get disappeared. So now I have equation x over 2 is equal to 4. Now again I use the same depth. Subtraction, no, there is no subtraction. Addition, no, there is no addition. Multiplication, no, there is no multiplication. Division, yes, there is division. So someone unmuted their mic. Can you please mute your mics again? Okay, you got it. Okay, so division. So I find the division here. 2 is divided with x. So what I do is I multiply 2 on both the sides. So whenever I multiply 2, what I do, so this x gets alone, right? 2 and 2, this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So what I found at last is x equal to 8. Okay, Miss Dawn got 8, yeah. So, but you have to remember how you got this 8. We have to so the main goal, always remember what we want. We want to separate this x, to make this x alone. So first we deal with this plus 1. Why? Because sem dep says so. So first we deal with this plus 1. Then how we deal this with plus 1? We subtract 1 on both the sides. Then we deal with this 2, which is divided. So we multiply 2 on both the sides. And at last what we got is x equal to 8. So we'll encounter this more equations in our word problems. So let's take first of our word problems of fractions. Okay.
Okay, that's a little. This was a little confusing how you did that, but I'll kind of figure it out.
Sorry?
Mr.
As,
Dwayne, why do you say that was confusing?
Because I got six because I ended up doing because saying the plus to be negative, so I thought we were just going across and I was subtracting, putting the x as a six, negative one equals five,
Okay.
and the answer
Okay.
comes out to be equal eight. So that's why I got confused on it.
Okay,
So the
yeah, it's
negative is a subtraction. That negative that you see in this problem is considered a subtraction. So you're subtracting one on both sides.
Yeah, I see how you did it now, but that's what. But when I answered six, that's why I was kind of confused.
no, it's fine, it's fine, yeah. Can you all see this clearly? If not, you can raise your hand.
I
If
can
you
see
do
it.
not, yeah. So the question reads like, four friends went to the mall. Three of them shopped for shoes. What fraction of the group shopped for shoes? So this is okay. So I lost the screen somewhere. Let me get back to it. If you do not see the question, it's fine, even because I can't see this.
It looked like somebody moved it.
It's fine. Yeah, I moved it accidentally. It's my did.
You're having problems seeing it? I typed it in the chat. So go to the chat to read it as well.
Okay. So what fraction of the group shopped for shoes? Okay, Miss Dawn got 4 over 3. Let's see what others get. Four friends went to the mall. Three of them shopped for shoes. What fraction of the group shopped for shoes?
I put four. I say 4/3.
Three
Okay,
fourths.
yeah.
Three
All of
quarters.
you can write in the chat box. It's because that way I remember what you wrote. Okay, Mr. Dwayne got 304. I'm waiting for others. Miss Walleen, Mr. Raymond.
I said three fourths.
Okay, Miss Walleen said 304. That's okay. And Mr. Raymond, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, he got disconnected. Okay. So I'll show you just some basic rule. So the basic rule of fractions is the total goes here in the denominator. Always the total goes in the denominator, and in the numerator. Actually, yeah, yes, Miss Dawn, I saw your 3/4. So in the numerator, what we have is, the question, what the question asked. So yes, the answer is correct. So three people shopped, and the total was 4. Hence, the fraction what we got is 3/4. So this was an easy one. Let's solve, a better one. Uh, Okay, can you all see this clearly? Can they all be easy? Unfortunately, they are all easy. I don't want to make them all easy, but actually they are all easy.
Yes.
Okay, so if you all can see this one, what this 1 over 1 by 3, this is a mixed fraction. Read this as 1 1 by 3, and rest of them are simple fractions. So first try to find who ate the least, and then try to find who ate the most. This is a simple daily life problem. Okay, so I got some answers. So Mr. Dwayne wrote 5 over 6, 1 over 2, 1 over 30. I don't know how. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, Miss Walleen says get it. Messi, who's Messi? Messi and Jamie. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I hope every one of you attempted the question honestly. So now let's write who ate what. So always, so see there are 4 methods of solving a question. Okay, Miss Walling says it wrong. It's wrong. It's fine if it's wrong. Let's see if we can get a right answer. So there are always 4 methods of there are always 4 steps of solving a word problem. So the best thing is I write those steps for you. So please write this down. So first is to read and understand the problem. So here what the problem says is we have to find who ate the most pizzas, right? Who ate what amount of pizzas. Then we go on with we make a plan of how we will solve the problem. Okay, I hate this font. Okay, and solve the problem and look back. So these are the 4 methods of solving the problem. Always do this whenever you encounter a word problem. First read and understand what the problem is asking us, then make a plan of how you will solve it and actually solve it, and after you get your answer, recheck the answers, apply it in the question, and see if you are getting the answer correct. So I hope everyone wrote this. Can I erase this? Yeah, I'll give just some more seconds. You can write this because this is actually important. So let's come back to the problem. So what Garrett ate was 5/6 of the pizza. Okay, I have something in the chat. I have it. Okay, that's good. If you okay, so Garrett ate 5/6 of the pizza. Massey, it's I don't know. It should be Macy or Massey. Okay, let's go with Massey. So Massey ate 1/3 pizza, and Jamie ate 1/2 pizza. So what I told you is we have to compare fractions here, right? So we have to compare fractions. We know how to compare the fractions, but there should be two conditions in comparing the fractions. We know how to convert this fractions like normal fractions, right? We do not know how to convert mixed fraction, how to compare mixed fraction, right? So we convert this mixed fraction into a normal fraction. And how we convert it? We multiply 3 with 1, which is in whole, and then we add the 1 in the numerator and write the denominator as it is. So this becomes 4/3, right? This becomes 4/3. Now what we do is whenever you find more than two fractions to compare, do not compare them all together. What we do is compare them one by one. We take two, then we take one, then we take one, and then we go on like this. So let's compare 5/6 with 4/3. Now we also know that we don't know how to compare denominators with unequal. We do not know how to compare fractions with unequal denominators. So what we do here is we make the denominators equal, and you know this how to do that. So we multiply this with 3/3. Now we have done this many times in the fraction, so I am not giving you much time on doing this because you should know by this time on how we make the fraction, how we make the denominators equal. And what I get is 15/18. And yes, Mr. Dwayne, let me just complete this one and you can speak. So what I get here is 24/18. Yes, Mr. Dwayne, please go on.
Okay, before we even answer the question, I thought you said leave the 1 1/3 alone.
Leave
Don't
the
do anything with
1/3 alone.
the 1 1/3. I thought you said that not to touch that, to leave it as it is. That's where I got
No,
confused from.
no, I'm so sorry to confuse you. What I meant by doing this one was I was just because if someone gets confused, so I wrote this as like this because I just wanted to let you know that this is a mixed fraction and you have to read it like 1/3. So that's what I meant.
Okay,
I'm so sorry.
I misunderstood.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on. So we made all the fractions as some normal fractions. Now we are comparing two of them. So here I found 24 is greater than 15. Hence, I know Macy ate more than Garrett. This is for sure, I know. Now let's compare. So always make a building like this one. Okay, always make a building like this one. M is on the top and Gary is at the bottom. So let's compare Jimmy 1/2 with let's say 4 over 3. Okay, let's compare it with Macy. Jamie is to be compared with Macy. So 1 over 2. So I know this is taking time. Why? Because I am solving this, but once you are adapted with fractions, it won't take much of the time for you. So 4 over 3 and 1 over 2. So we have to make the denominators equal, and for that we multiply them with each other. So 1 over 2 is multiplied with 3 over 3, and 4 over 3 is multiplied with 2 over 2. What we get is 8 over 6, and what we get here is 3 over 6. So again, Macy is greater than Jamie. So we know Jamie is going to be here or here. So we have to compare Jamie with Garrett now. 5 over 6 will be compared with 1 over 2. I hope you are understanding what you are doing. So now 5 over 6 is being compared with 1 over 2. Again we do the same thing. We multiply 5 over 6 with 2 over 2, and we multiply 1 over 2 with 6 over 6. What we get is 10 over 12, and here what we get is 6 over 12. So this is a lengthy problem, but this is not a difficult problem, because what we are doing is just comparing fractions, which is very easy. You all did it together. So here what we found is even Garrett ate more than Jamie. So Jamie will be placed here. So my answer will be the least pizza is consumed by Jamie, then comes Garrett, sorry for the wrong symbol, then comes Garrett, and then comes Macy. Did everyone understand this thing? If not, you can raise your hand, and because I'm going to give you another problem like this, so
Can
you
you go
should
back
be.
up to the top?
So I can't hear you, Miss Walleen. Yes.
Can you go back up to the top with Macy
Sure.
and Jamie?
Yeah. So I'll repeat the problem once again. So the problem we had was the three guys went to a sports banquet and ate some pizzas. The fractions are given of how much they ate the pizzas. We have to compare the fractions. So our plan is to compare the fractions. So how we compare the fractions? First we convert the mixed fraction 1 over 3 into a normal fractions. So 1 over 3 is converted into 4 over 3. Now we take any two fractions. You can take 5 over 6 with 1 over 2. You can just take any two, because we know how to compare two fractions among each other. So I took Garrett and Macy. So Garrett was 5 over 6, Macy was 4 over 3. I I made their denominators equal by multiplying. You know how to make their denominators equal. And then I compared them, and hence I got 24 is greater than 15. Hence I got Macy 8 more than Garrett. So I placed Macy at the top and Garrett at the bottom. Now I compared Jamie and Macy, 4 over 3 and 1 over 2. What I got is 8 over 6 and 3 over 6. So Macy ate more than Jamie. I know Jamie is going to be lower than Macy, but I don't know if it is going to be on upper than Garrett or lower than Garrett. So I compared it with Garrett. 5 over 6 compared with 1 over 2, and I got 10 over 12 and 6 over 12. So I knew Garrett ate more than, this is for Garrett and this is for Jamie. So I knew Garrett ate more than Jamie, and hence Jamie was placed below Garrett. And the final solution was Garrett ate the least, then Garrett and Macy. I hope everybody understood this one. We are going to solve another problem. This one will be good.
So
Okay, so
you,
this is about, yes, Mr. Dwayne, please go on.
yeah, I had to walk away real quick. I
Sorry?
didn't. I had to walk away real quick, and I didn't hear how you explained that answer.
Okay. Okay, so I'll go on with you again. Just let me type this problem. Uh, okay, so let me go over it again. So, Mr. Dwayne, what we had was, okay, can you see this better or this is better? I think this is better. Okay, so we had three people going to eat pizza, and fractions of them were given. Now I brought their fractions as it is. Garrett ate 5 over 6 pizza. Macy ate 1 over 3 pizza. Jamie ate 1 over 2 pizza. Now I
That
know how to
I
compare.
got that. I got that part, but you kind of lost me after the four over three times two, and then
Okay,
you got
here.
the 8/6 equals 3/6, but then you switched it on me on the 5/6 times
Okay,
two
so
over two.
this is 5 over 6 is for Garrett and Jamie. So I got the result for Macy and Jamie. So the result for Macy and Jamie was that Macy ate more than Jamie, right? So then I know that Jamie is
Yeah.
somewhere below Macy, but I don't know if it is above Garrett or below Garrett. So I compared Garrett and Jamie together. So 5 over 6 was for Garrett and 1 over 2 was for Jamie. So 5 over 6. So I made the denominators equal in the same way by multiplying 2 over 2 and 6 over 6. Then I got 10 over 12 for Garrett and 6 over 12 for Jamie, and hence since 10 over 12 is greater, Garrett ate more than Jamie. So Jamie goes
Okay.
below Garrett, and hence
Okay. I see
fractions.
what you did there. I get it now. I see how you did. You just basically broke it down little bit by little.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. So do you see it now?
Yeah. I'm trying to. You keep on making it smaller, and I'm trying to pinch it and make it bigger so I can see it.
Okay. So I hope you can see the next problem. Can everyone see the next problem clearly? Is it like very clear or no? If not, you can raise your hand so I'll know if there's a problem so I can adjust. The So let's see, this one is somewhat easy. So you just have to write the name of the girl which completed more homework. Okay, so Mr. Dwayne said it's Darcy who has completed more of her math homework.
Let me just double check that. I might be wrong.
Yeah, sure.
I'll stay with that answer.
Yes, Mr. Dwayne?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with my answer that I put in the chat.
Okay, okay. So I'm waiting for others to get the answer. It's fine. Okay, Miss Dawn says is Darcy. I'm waiting for Miss Walleen. And Miss Tracy, can you please contact Mr. Raymond? I think he is getting some problem with his device. Miss Walleen, can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Probably. Okay. 406 is less than 506. Okay, yeah, that's correct. But who do you think has done more homework? Maria or Tracy? Darcy. Okay, yeah, it's okay. So everyone got this one, right? So what everyone did was to compare 2 over 3 with 5 over 6. What you must have got is I don't know what you got, but what I would have gotten is I will multiply this with 6 over 6 and this with 3 over 3. And I understand, Miss Walling, that what you did is find the LCM, least common multiple, and use that. But yeah, that's fine as well. So this is 15 over 18, and I found 15 over 18 to be greater, and hence Darcy did more maths homework than what was the other girl's name? Maria. Okay. Okay, so let's see some more questions. So you have to follow the.
I did the same thing that Miss Warlene did. I just multiplied figured out what the 3 would go into, and multiplied by the 5.
Yeah, it's fine if you do that way too. Both of the ways are correct. You can do it. Anyway, what we do in the class usually is because it's hard to find a denominator, least common multiple always. So that is the reason why we multiply them with each other, because you can't always find a least common multiple easily, and sometimes you find it either with error some. So, but yeah, as long as you are comfortable with any method, that's fine. So let's do this question. 2/3 of Andrea's shirts are black. 1/3 of her shirts are black and have a band on them. What fractions of a shirt are black and do not have a band on them? So there are some shirts of Andrea's which are black, but some of those black shirts have a band on them. So what fraction of her shirts are black and do not have a band on them? So Write it one by one. Solve one sentence at a time. Okay, so probably I got you confused with what I said. What I meant was this one third and this two third are out of total. So do not get confused. It's a very simple question. You will get this.
I'm confused on this one.
Okay, so let me explain this in probably a simple language. So it says that
Because
two
I'm getting
thirds.
2/3,
Okay.
but because I'm reading the first little thing. Which one is what fraction of our shirts are black and do not have bands on them? I figured 2/3
Okay.
don't have the
So
black.
let me explain it. Probably I don't know if my drawing is that good, but let's see. So suppose Andrea have some black shirts, right? Some shirts, okay? Now she has some shirts. Now two-thirds of them are black. So two-thirds of him are of color black. And and also there is information that one-third of her shirts are black and have a band on them. So one-third, some proportion of her shirts have a band on them. So we have to find the fraction of shirts which are black but do not have a band on them. So we have to find this part of the total shirts. Okay. So this is just an example. Do not take this as the. Okay. So Miss Walleen wrote 1/3. So Mr. Dwayne, is the question more clear to you now?
Well, it's saying what don't have black on it. What has black and does not have a band on them. You got one
Yeah.
third shirts that are black and have a band on them, and you got 2/3 of Andrea's shirts are black. So,
Yeah.
but you're asking what fraction of the shirt are black and do not have
Yeah.
a band on. Okay, so you're basically subtracting. So it'll be 1/3.
Yeah. That's correct.
Okay,
So
I get it now.
Miss Dawn. Miss Dawn, I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, you don't. I don't. It's fine. Yeah. So don't worry about the language. So the language is little confusing. Even I was confused for some time. It's okay. So what we are trying here, there are some shirts which are black. She have two-third shirts which are black, which have the color black. Now, out of those two-third, so two-third are black, but this is divided into two categories. So one category have band on them and one category do not have band. So B and no B, band and not band. So this band is 1/3 of the total. So how much is this? So how we solve is the total black shirts are 2/3 and total black shirts with band on them is 1/3. So we subtract it to find the number of shirts which do not have black shirts which do not have band on them. So the answer for this is 1/3. So it's fine. The language is confusing. It's okay. I get because why you all are confused in this. So let's take another example.
I'm sorry. I looked at do not have a man on them, so that to me was subtraction.
Yeah, yeah, that's the correct way of looking into it. Yeah. So let's okay. So we have another question. Wendy's biology class spent 1 3/4 hours preparing to dissect an earth form. They spent 1 1/2 hours doing the dissection. How much longer did they spend preparing for the dissection than they spent doing it? So Wendy's biology class spent some time in dissection of earthworm, in preparing to dissect an earthworm, and some time in actually doing it. So how much? What is the difference between two? So how much was the preparation longer? So let me tell you in this. So always make the question first understand this in easier language. So what they are talking about is I they prepared the dissection suppose in 2 hours, and then they actually performed the dissection in 1 hour. So how much longer did the preparation take? So you can easily solve this in your mind 1 hour longer. What you did is you subtracted 2 with 1, and hence you got the answer 1 hour longer. So you do the same with this question. Okay, so Miss Walleen got 4 hours. Okay, so I think Miss Walleen, are you talking about my example? What I'm talking, I was taking an example. Okay, Miss Dawn got 2/8. You all are solving it way too fast than I imagined. So I don't know if it is right. Okay, Miss Dawn got 2/8. I don't know if this is right. I'm waiting for other answers. Okay, Mr. Dwayne got 1/3. Okay. Okay, so 1/3 was for the earlier example, right? Okay. You wrote your number down now. Okay. Yeah. So these are mixed fractions. So these are mixed fractions. So deal with them like mixed fractions. Okay. Miss Dawn and Mr. Dwayne both got 2/8. Okay. Miss Walleen, I'm waiting for you.
Can we reduce that too? Because I ended up answering what the reduce.
Yeah, it's fine if you are reducing it, but in examination you have to see the options. If there is no option of 2/8, and if there is an option for 1/4, so you know that you have to reduce it. So you know, but if there is an option for 2/8, yes, Miss Dawn, yeah. So if there is an option for 2/8, you tick 2/8. So after getting your answer, you have to see in the options, and if the option wants you to reduce it, you reduce it, and if you see the options, you got it right.
Okay, I was just making sure I didn't get the wrong answer.
Sure, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Miss Walleen got 2 3/2. Okay, so everyone got their answers. So let's see. So the question asked, so question gave me 2 times. So I write this as preparing time. P is equal to 1 3 over 4. Okay. And actually doing the dissection, so I write dissection time to be written as 1 over 2. Okay. Now what I have to find is how much longer did they spend preparing for the dissection than they spent doing it. So what they are asking us is how much longer this is than this, how much longer P is than D. So whenever we get a question like how much longer is this greater than this, then what we do is divide. Suppose I am 6 feet tall and my brother is 5 feet tall. Whenever anyone asks how much longer I am than my brother, then the answer is 1 feet, right? How we did it? I subtracted 6 with 5. 6 minus 5 gives me 1. So I say I am 1 feet longer. So here we have to do subtraction. So, but we do not know how to subtract mixed fraction, so we convert them into normal fractions. So this will be converted, this mixed fraction will be converted as 4 multiplied by 1 plus 3 divided by 4, and this will be done as 2 multiplied by 1 added with 1 divided by 2. The answer come out as 7 over 4, and this is, so this is subtraction, right? We have to subtract them. So 7 over 4 subtracted with 3 over 2. Now we do not know how to subtract unequal denominators. So we multiply them with 2. I multiply with them 2. I multiply here with 4 over 4. The answer come out as 14 over 8 subtracted with, oh, I'm sorry, subtracted with 12 over 8. The answer for this is 2 over 8, which Miss Dawn and Mr. Dwayne pointed out as reduced as 1 over 4.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Miss Dawn, I think you got the answer correct, right? So, yeah, it's fine.
Yes. Yes, but see, here's my thing. You said that on the test it might not have 2 8. So
Yeah,
shouldn't they tell me if they want me to reduce it?
yeah. So in the test, you will know that if it does not have 2 over 8, then they will always say, in the test, they will always say, find your answer in reduced form. If they want you to reduce it, they will say it, that find your answer in the reduced form. And if they don't want it, there will be an option known as 2 over 8. So you do not have to worry about that. Okay? And Miss Walleen, did you get this? So I think your problem was that you must have added this to it.
Right, I did. I did.
Okay. So I think you get it, right? That why we subtract them.
How much longer?
Sorry? Yeah, because yeah, how much longer? Yeah. Okay. So this are some word problems. So we'll take. So today is all about word problems. So we'll take different type of word problem which will make us apply some concepts which we learned over this 2 weeks. Okay, I hope everyone can see this question. So the question says Darcy and Jordan each had half a candy bar. Darcy ate half of her portion. So they both got some portion of candy bar. Darcy ate half of what she got. How much of the candy bar did Darcy eat? Okay. So the question asks, suppose, so do not get confused by this half and this half. What you have to focus on is suppose Darcy had some candies. Suppose Darcy had 4 candies. Now Darcy ate half of them. So how much did Darcy eat? So here she got half to start with, and then she ate half of half. So okay, enough of the hints, please solve. And Mr. Dwayne got the answer. Let's see if he got it correct. Yes, Miss Dawn, please go on.
Okay, so you don't want me to pay any attention to the fraction?
Yeah, pay the attention to the fraction, but do not get confused because this 1 over 2 is same as this 1 over 2. So what I just treat them as, understand it like this, that Darcy had some chocolates and she ate some portion of it. Now how will you solve this? Suppose if I tell you that you had 6 chocolates and you ate half of them, how many did you eat? What will you say, Ms. Dawn?
All of them. One half.
Okay, so you understand my question, right? So if you had 6 chocolates and you ate half of them, it means you ate 3 chocolates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So in the same way you solve this problem. So solve it.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, Miss Walleen got the answer as 1 over 2. Okay. Okay, so in that time, all of you can see the question again. So we are doing word problems today not to make you understand the concept of fractions or understand the concept of decimal. Why we are doing word problems today is to see how to, you know, deal with the information and convert it into a mathematical equation. So this is a big advantage when if you can see information in daily life and convert it into a mathematical equation. So this is what we are trying to do today. So Ms. Dawn, I'm still waiting for your answer. Ms. Dawn, can you hear me? Ms. Dawn? Okay. Probably I rewrote it. Okay, yeah, okay. So 1 over 2. So let's see what it meant. So what this question means is, suppose Darcy each had half a candy bar. So this was a candy bar, and both of Darcy and Jordan got a half of it. So this is Darcy, and this is Jordan. So Jordan got this candy bar, and Darcy got this candy bar. Now, Darcy ate half of her portion. So whatever Darcy got, so okay, this is D for Darcy, and this is the chocolate. Okay, so there is a difference. This is Jordan. So this is like candy bar. Okay, I'll make something like candy bar. I don't know if I'm making a cookie, but yeah. Okay, so Darcy had this candy, right? And what she did was she ate half of it. So she divided it in half and ate this half. Suppose she ate this half. So what she got is this part. So we have to find what is the value of this part which is left. So how we do it is we say she already got half of the candy bar and she ate half of it. So whenever you find that she had something and then there is another portion, then we multiply it. Okay, because she half the original, so the original portion was half 1/2, and she again halved it, so we will multiply it. So the answer comes as 1/4. Okay, so Miss Walleen and Miss Dawn, you can tell me on where you got it wrong, so how you got 1/2 and what happened, or if this is clear right now.
I guess it's in the question how much. That should, I guess that word tells me tomorrow.
Sorry, Miss Walleen, can you repeat, please?
I guess in the question, it says
Yeah.
how much. So how much probably indicate to multiply.
Okay. Yeah. So it's not actually how much indicate multiply. What indicate multiply is that Darcy ate half of her portion. So off means multiply. So in the previous class we dealt with this, right? Is means equal and off means multiply.
That's
So
correct.
yeah, so this off here means multiply. So half of her portion. So her portion was half, and half of half is half multiplied by half, which is 1/4. Okay, I hope everyone got this. So we are moving to our next word problem. Let me see. Let's get something from the okay, let's get something challenging. So this one is so okay, I don't want you to write something easy. Okay, let's do this. Yes, Miss Dawn, please go on.
Why did we multiply that 1/2 and 1/2? Why was that
Okay.
multiplication?
Yes, this is a good question. Because we found that Darcy ate half of her portion. So this is half, and her portion means half, right? Her portion was half. Okay. So whenever you see two numbers and there is a OF written between them, it means multiply. So these are two numbers. Her portion, what is her portion? Her portion is half. So half, so actually this is written as, this can be seen as 1 by 2 of 1 by 2, 1 over 2 of 1 over 2. And in yesterday's class, we understood what this of means, right? This of means multiplication. So do you understand this, Ms. Dawn? Okay, I hope you do. Okay, so you wrote, yes, okay, good. So this is, so why I am taking this question is because I see that there is some problem in understanding while ordering the numbers. So this question is just for the basis of, to see if we still can order the numbers easily or not. I know all of you can easily compare this decimals. So please solve this. And please remember this. This is really serious. But when we are good, when we get good in mathematics, what we tend to do is jump the steps. But it's really not a good idea of jumping the states in an examination. So still, what I suggest is do compare them to first compare two of them, then compare another, and then compare another, rather than just comparing all of them together. Okay, yes, we have answer. Miss Waldine wrote this. Okay. Okay, I'm waiting for Mr. Goel.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to write it down in my notebook so I can
Sure, yeah.
solve it.
Take your time. Yeah.
say anything. I had to step away. Sorry.
Yes, Miss Pauline?
I stepped away. I didn't know if you said anything. I just see things underlined.
No, what I just said was that to take them two in first step, then one by one. So, yeah, we are good.
Mr. V, I don't know how to do this.
Okay, so Miss Dawn, this is just basic comparison of decimals. So we have some decimals and you know how to compare them, right?
No.
You don't
I
know how to
have a
compare
problem with
decimals?
that. I have a problem with this.
Sure. So where do you have the problem?
On where to begin.
Okay, yeah, that's why I took this question. So once Mr. Dwayne gets his answer, we'll move on. So why I'm taking this question is not because of comparing decimals. You all know how to compare decimals, but whenever you find a ordering problem, so you have to follow certain method to always get a neat ordering, so that you don't get confused in ordering the numbers. So and Miss Walleen, I hope you started the worksheet that I gave yesterday. It was about percentages. It was for okay, yeah, I gave it yesterday.
Not yet, but I'll do it this weekend.
Yeah, sure. And because I'll be rolling out another worksheet today, so I hope you all get you because you get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I don't want to disturb your weekend, but probably you can do it in Friday itself. And tomorrow I'll be having private tutoring times, so anyone can take a slot. So if you have any problem with anything in the mathematics, you can just take a slot and we can discuss it in the slot. Tomorrow is Friday. Okay. Mr. Dwayne, are you still on the question?
Hey, give me a minute. I'm about to write it into the chat.
Yeah, sure, sure. So it's not to bother you, but I don't know when someone gets disconnected or if someone is working on the problem. So I keep confirming that if you are here, but you can take as much as time you want. Okay, okay. So it's 7.7, 8 point. So 7.7, 8.3. So Mr. Dwayne, uh, I, did you want to use decimals instead of the fraction sign?
I put it as fractions because it was quicker
Yeah,
to do it that way.
yeah, yeah. Okay, it's good. So you're at 7.7 is greater than. Okay, so you think. Okay, so 7.7. Do you think 7.7 is greater than 8.3?
Yeah, because if you do the multiplication, if you go 7.7 and 8.65, oh, I see what I
Yeah.
did wrong. I didn't multiply the 65 by 8. Okay, I did this
No,
totally wrong.
no, no. These are not multiplication. These are divisions. No, sorry. These are decimals.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I was figuring 7.7 would equal out to 1.
No, no, no. This is decimals. Like 7.7 is 7.7, right? How we dealt with decimals, like 1 over 2 is equal to zero point 0.5, right?
Yeah, I see how you're doing it.
Okay, so 7.7 means 7 plus point 0.7. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me do it for you. Okay, so okay, okay. So let me do this for you. So
Wait a
what
minute, where
what?
did work go?
Sorry, Miss Dawn.
You just did some work and now it's gone.
No, so that was not work. So I was just
Oh,
explaining Mr. Dwayne. So I'm starting the work.
okay,
So first take
okay.
two numbers. So we take 8.3 and 7.45. So we compare them together. So how to compare decimals? This is a number. Mr. Dwayne, this is just a number. You do not have to convert this into any form. You do not have to
Okay.
do anything. You just have to compare the leftmost digits. And if the leftmost digits are at the same place, then you compare them directly. So here,
Uh,
the leftmost,
Actually, okay, I did it wrong. I
yeah,
it
it's okay. Sometimes we
went over
mix
my
up
head.
with the, yeah. So, yes, Miss Dawn, please go on.
What did you mean when you said you gotta compare the leftmost digits? What is that?
Okay, yeah. So here, what is the leftmost digit in this 8.3? 8 is the leftmost, right?
Yeah.
So 8 is in the left. So what is the like most left digit? So the first digit is 8, which is at ones place. Here the digit is 7, which is first digit, and it is at ones place. So because they are both at ones place, we compare them directly. So 8 is greater than 7.4, right? So what we do is we make a tower somewhere near the left. We make a tower here. So 8.3 is upper than 7.45. Okay. Okay. So there is something in the chat. Mr. Dwayne corrected his answer. Yes, Mr. Dwayne, you got the answer correct this time. So now we are done with 8.3 and 7.45. So now we take 7.7 and we compare it with any one of them. So let's say we compare it with 7.45. So when I compare 7.45 with 7.7, what I see is once at one's place they both are equal. Okay, 7 and 7 are equal. So I move on to the next place, which is 4 here and 7 in the 7.7. So when comparing 4 with 7, 7 is bigger than 4, right? So it is above 7.4. I know this is above somewhere above 7.45, but let's compare it with 8.3. And simply we can see 8 is at one's place and 7 is at one's place. So this is lower, 7.7 is lower than 8.3, but it is upper than 7.45. So it comes somewhere in the middle, right? Now we compare 8.65 with 8.3. So when I compare 8.65 with 8.3, what I see is at one's place both are 8. So I go on to the next place, which is at 10th place. So at 10th place, here is 3 and here is 6. So 6 is bigger than 3. Hence I write 8.65 here. So I'm not trying to teach you how to compare decimals. You already know how to compare decimals. But how to order it? Find a tower and place the numbers one by one in the tower. So in that way you will get the order correct. So this was the answer. Miss Dawn, is it more clear now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So that's it for today's class. So I'm going to post more worksheets, more word problem worksheet today, and you will get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to solve all the worksheets. I hope you do, because we got to take some example from Miss Darcy, I think. Yes, from Miss Darcy. So Miss Darcy completed five or six of her math homework. So I expect you all to complete six of your math homework.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
So let's achieve 6/6 in this weekend. And tomorrow is Friday. I am available for private tutoring or one-on-one tutoring. You can just write it on Google Classroom and you will get the slot.
So you want us to try to complete 6 to the last 2 pages? That one, I did 1 through 5, so I need to do 6 to 12 or whatever.
Yeah, so that would be great if you can.
Okay.
And if you have any problem, you can always contact me. Yes, Mr. Dean, you were saying?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I was going to contact you later and try to figure out some of these
Yeah.
word problems.
So I'll post my schedule again on the Google Classroom. You can comment on that, and we can discuss it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And thank you for today, and have a good day. Enjoy.
You too.
Bye bye.